Good morning, everyone. So I have actually like all of the transits and stuff in front of me because there's a couple of them that I want to touch on and I don't want to forget what's happening right now. So um, the big things are the sextiles right now that we have with Mercury. Mercury and Uranus is at like literally 0 degree sextile right now. So, um, and that's probably going to last for today. The energy might go on for a couple of days. This is really great for new ideas. It's really great for, and I know that Mercury is in Cancer right now, which is kind of making everything a little bit softer when it comes to communication, or a little bit fuzzier when it comes to communication. But with that Uranus sextile, sextile is a really easy component between planets. It's a really easy transit between planets. Um, and having that really like brand new information. Uranus is all about being authentic and kind of opposing views of what societal norms would be. And Mercury is Hermes, right? He's the god of communication. He likes really fast stuff. He is um, Mercury transmits everything in a really, really quick way. And so when you're even in a sign like Cancer, Mercury's still going to be doing its work. And because Mercury is moving pretty quickly right now through the planets until we get to, or through the signs until we get to Leo in July when we have the retrograde, Mercury's moving pretty quickly. So this Uranus Mercury sextile is going to be really good for new adventures, new ideas, and actually acting on it, not just sitting back and channeling. So like, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that you know that when I kind of burp, it's like energy and move in is energy's moving. The things that I want everybody to kind of watch out for right now, because even though we're having all of this quick information coming at us and new ideas are really starting to happen, there's this Saturn and Neptune are also in sextile. And again, sextile is a really easy it's easy relationship between the planets. It means that the planets are working well together. It means that a lot of new things can come out of this. Neptune and the South Node are also sextile because Saturn and the South Node are both in Capricorn right now. That is sextile to Neptune, which is in Pisces. So here's the thing. Because Saturn is the father of karma, Saturn wants things to be done the way they're supposed to be done. Saturn is a rule maker. Saturn says, no, this is how things have to go. The South Node is about your karma from past lifetimes or even from childhood, right? So it's about learning lessons. Neptune being sextile with both of them right now, because they both have to do with, and I've talked about this the last couple of days, but I mean, it's been dragging out for the last couple of days. And I've noticed if you are not allowing yourself to see, and I don't even want to use the word positive, if you're not allowing yourself to see the growth of where your future can come from, the lessons that you're learning now and the growth out of that, you're going to beat yourself up pretty hardcore right now, because Neptune can be about illusions and wanting to make things really nice and soft and happy and creative and lovely and this and that. And Saturn really wants to make sure that everything's being done the way that it's supposed to. The South Node is not going to let you fly by your lessons without learning them pretty harshly. So this weekend especially, really allow yourself to be gentle and kind with who you are. I touched on it a little bit yesterday. I'll do it again today. And this is just because I'm really noticing that people are getting down on themselves, and the spiritual journey is not easy. So if you are having negative thoughts about yourself, if you're having negative thoughts about, I don't want to live anymore, I've totally been there. I've been there more than once in my life. Total transparency, I'm not perfect, but because I was able to work through my own ego battle, which is really what that is. It's your ego battling your soul, if you will. Your soul wants only the best for you. Your soul knows that you have to learn these lessons. The ego is going to tell you how horrible of a person you are while you're learning these really harsh lessons. Like how, like, you know, all of these things that you're doing right now, you should actually be doing this because you're not helpful anyway, or you're not this, or you're not that, right? But your soul is trying to pull you in a direction where you're supposed to thrive. You're going to be able to thrive. This is that new energy shift that we're getting right now. A lot of downloads, a lot of the Earth's vibration is rising. And the more the Earth's vibration rises, the harder it is. The harder it's going to be for those people in transition. And the reason why, simply the reason why, is there are dark forces out there that want to keep us stuck, that want to keep us neutral, that want to, you know, they don't want humanity to love as a whole. They would rather there be famine and war and all of the things, right? They don't, you know, the whole purpose of coming back to your soul, coming back to the beginning, is to see the beauty in humanity, to see the beauty in the earth. So, and if you're thinking right now, but I'm just one person, how am I going to be changing all of that? It takes just one person. It does. It just takes one person. And I guarantee you, if you think that any spiritual teacher out there that you're watching that is saying the same things that I am, that it's like, all you have to do is change your thought process. These are the things that are holding you back. You know, my alignment coaching that I do for people, the whole reason why I do that is to show you what your purpose is in this lifetime, to help you recognize that you're worth it. You're worth all the things. And abundance is already yours. It is your birthright to have abundance. And if you think any spiritual teacher got here by taking an easy route, by taking an easy pill, by the universe just dropping it right into their lap and being like, there you go, there's your easy road. There's your easy road to life. I guarantee you every single spiritual teacher you come across has probably had some pretty tough moments in their lifetime. And the way that they got to the love and light, right? The love and light, and being able to process the healing and being able to say, this too shall pass, and believe it, is because they've been through worse. They've been through all of the dark nights. So you're not alone. And if you feel really alone right now, I want you to reach out to that one person that will tell you you are not alone. And I will just, you know, reach out to somebody. And if you don't have anybody, email me, DM me, or, you know, comment on anything on my Instagram. People are really, really helpful with being there for each other on my Instagram. I have a really great group of people. And even Twitter, like, go to my Twitter and let's start a conversation if we need to. So that's the stuff. Things are happening really, really fast right now. Really big ideas, really, really awesome, huge information. We've been talking about it all week. It is going to be continuing. I'm not going to say that the energy is going to get easier, because I don't like to promise things that aren't true. In fact, as we move into the end of June and going into July, where the eclipses will be, where the retrograde will be, things are not going to get easier. They will be intense, but really, really worth it. On Sunday, I'm not sure if I'll be doing daily readings during the weekend, because I do have my boys and we are usually kind of like in and out. So, but on Sunday, there will be a mutable, it's called, the Leo King called it the mutable cross, where there's going to be a planet in every single one of the mutable signs. The moon will be in Virgo on Sunday, so that's where that fourth mutable element will be. But we have Jupiter in Sagittarius, we have the sun in Gemini, We have Neptune in Pisces, and we will have the moon in Virgo. And yes, that's going to be a lot of really quick informational energy. That moon in Virgo with Uranus and Taurus and Saturn and Pluto and Capricorn, that's going to be that grounding trine that we kind of get every month. So there will be a sense of grounding, but there will also be a sense of needing to get everything done yesterday. I actually realized this yesterday when I was out and about. And Ryan's actually recognized it today. Everybody's getting in each other's way, or like we can't really find a direction to go in and feel really comfortable in going that direction. So if you feel kind of like there's this huge cluster and you can't really find your way through things and like everything's kind of up in the air, just take a step back, like allow yourself to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and be like, do I really need to be in this position, or is this something that I can do at a later time? Can I walk away and wait until people aren't like all clustered all over the place? Also be really careful while driving. It's just quick. Everything is really, really quick right now. Everything is quick. And with that quickness, there's also kind of this really heavy, dense, dark energy that's taking a hold of a lot of people. And the only reason why that dark energy really takes a hold of people is because they see, like, you know, that darkness will see that there's light there, that there's growth there. And when there's growth and healing and light, the darkness wants to come in and take a hold of that. That's kind of a talk that I'd like to do for another day, because it's a little bit more intense than just like, there's a dark energy out there trying to take us down. It's a little bit more intense than that. All right, as I start to, for some reason, I want to actually shuffle these really quick. As I shuffle these, let's go through a little bit of business. So Gemini birthday readings, you are still on sale. Make sure you're taking advantage of that. It's so funny. I know Gemini so well that I kind of have a feeling why the Geminis have not taken advantage of this opportunity for their 1 hour reading, but I'm not going to say. Because you guys are probably like, I already know what you're gonna say. Anyway, take advantage of that while it is available. It's $50 off the 1 hour reading. That link is in the description box below. Also, all of my other readings, to book a reading, there will be a link in the description box. I still have like, I want to say 5 one-question readings for $30. You get that within 3 to 5 days. It's like a 10-minute video recorded reading that you get. I'm doing that instead of doing the live readings because it gives me more time to be able to do the actual reading, and then you get to watch it a couple of times. Also, I have the one-on-one alignment sessions are available, and the 1 hour reading is available. The face-to-face 1 hour reading is available, and they're both on sale right now. What else? I also have some 30-minute readings available. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. If you would like any of the merchandise that I have right now, go to my website and check out that merchandise tab at the top. All right, I'm done with all the work stuff. All the shop talk. It's just, it's funny because I get emails or comments like, how do I book a reading? Where do I go to book a reading? So I just like to tell it. I just like to tell you guys what's happening, what's going on, what's up. And I want you to be able to take advantage of the sales while they're available. Okay, so I feel like with these 2 cards that fell, the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, if there is, you can hear, my son is in the bedroom right now watching a movie, and you can hear, like, he has it so loud, you might be able to hear it in the background. So sorry about that. The 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like in the midst of all of this working really, really hard, you have to know that, like, the 10 of Wands is a completion card because it's a 10, right? 10s are completions. you've done all the work, but I feel like a lot of you keep on looking back into the past. Like, what else could I have done? What else could I do? There's that what if. What if I would have gone this direction? What if I would have done that? What if I would have done that? It's like the 10 of Wands is saying you did everything that you could, and you did it the way that you were supposed to. You did it on the path that you were supposed to. But the reminiscing, this is Neptune. This makes me, this has all Neptunian vibes to me. I know it doesn't, I know that the Six of Cups actually represents Scorpio, the sun in Scorpio. But for me, and the Seven of Cups is actually like a Neptunian card, but the Six of Cups for me, because I feel like what a lot of people are doing is they keep reminiscing on the past. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very present, who's very grounded, who's very focused, who's very right now. Like this, she doesn't look at the past and say what if, and she doesn't look in the future and think I don't have it yet, and that's driving me. She's very present, right? So the Queen of Pentacles, and this is what I work with on my one-on-one alignment sessions. If you ever wonder what those are about, we work on how to get aligned with your present, how to become a Queen of Pentacles, how to become a King of Pentacles. This is what reality is. This is where I am right now. I have to acknowledge and accept where I am right now, no matter what my circumstances are, because that's how I manifest a future. And if you can't, if you sit in right now and you're like, but I should have done it better, or I should have done it this way, or I should have done it that way, you're living in the past. The past is done. You can't change anything about the past. And the more that you try and resonate with the past, the harder it is it's going to be to get in the future. The harder it is that it's going to be present. You can't, if you're living in a past that is already dead and gone, you can look at the past and reminisce and be like, man, that was a really great time in my life. And then you can look at all the negative times and be like, what did I learn? What did I learn from the past to bring me to the present? Not what I should have done this, I should have done that, blah, 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 right? So you, and the 10 of Wands is saying you've done the work, or you're in the process of doing the work, and you're almost there. You're almost there into, see what I mean? You're almost there into completing a cycle with the world. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. And after the world, we get to start all over again, right? We get to be the student again. We get to start fresh. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who says, I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn. I only have this small piece of information right now, and I'm okay with that. I accept it and I acknowledge it, and I'm ready to move forward from there. The Page of Pentacles doesn't say, this is all I have, so I'm going to sit and woe is me and think back into the past when I had more, or wish that I had more and go into, pop into the future and just wish I had more. The Page of Pentacles says, this is all I have right now, and I'm okay with that because I can grow from this. This is a seed. It's like he's holding a seed there that he's ready to plant, and acknowledging that the cycle has to end in order for him to plant that seed. So, and once you plant that seed, that's when this Mercury-Uranus sextile happens, and all this really great information comes to you, and it's the universe supporting you, and the universe says, look at all of this, Ace of Wands. Look at this gift that I have for you. I have all of these really great, passionate ideas and gifts and amazing things in front of you. You just have to recognize it, and you have to move yourself away from the past and move yourself into the future, because that's the only way that you manifesting yourself into greatness can happen. If you sit in the past, you can't manifest yourself into greatness into the future. But if you go into the future and you say, I'm never going to get there, or it's going to take too long, or I wish, it's like that syndrome where you're like, I'll be happy when I'm 20 pounds less. I'll be happy when I have the house. I'll be happy when I have the car. I'll be happy when I have the job. I'll be happy when I'm making this much money. The promotion, whatever it is that you think is going to make you happy isn't actually going to make you happy unless you're happy with what you have today, and where you are today, and what you're growing from today. Today is all that matters. Yesterday, you can't change yesterday. Tomorrow is an illusion. It hasn't even happened yet. So why try to force it? Right? So let's see. And you want to be present. You want to acknowledge and accept and be present with what's going on today. Because this Ace of Wands comes out of thin air randomly. You don't know when you're going to get a gift from the universe. So when you do get a gift from the universe, don't close your eyes to it. And what I mean by that is looking into the past is closing your eyes to the gift today. Looking in the future is closing your eyes to the gift today. All right, so let's look at the 10 of Wands. Yeah, see? You're all working very hard to be stable and to be grounded and to be happy, right? That 4 of Wands is stability, it's groundedness, it's being happy. It's being in a home environment. But the thing is if you're looking into the future, see how this guy is like trudging up that hill to get there, right? There's that house that's on the top of that hill that guy's trudging up to. He's almost there. But if you don't recognize that you're almost there, you're going to keep on pulling yourself backwards and pulling yourself backwards because I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. Let's see what the 6 of Cups is. Yeah, see, when you look into your past and you reminisce about the good old days and all the things that you had in the past, all the things, you cannot define yourself by things, because once you define yourself by things or an environment or the way you think things are supposed to look, you come into a 5 of Pentacles state. The 5 of Pentacles is a lack mentality. The 5 of Pentacles is saying, I don't have enough. And when the universe hears you say, I don't have enough, the universe is going to be like, all right, well, let me give you more of not having enough. If that's what you already have. The universe doesn't listen to negatives when we're manifesting. So again, what you have to do is allow yourself to be present, Queen of Pentacles, and say, I do have enough for today. Today is somewhere I don't have to worry, what I don't have to worry about. Let's see what this Queen of Pentacles is doing over here. Oh, I know exactly what this Queen of Pentacles is doing. I love that I said that. Let's see what this Queen of Pentacles is doing over here. And then we got the Magician on the Queen of Pentacles. So there she is manifesting away. And how do we know that the Queen of Pentacles can manifest anything into reality? Because she's present. Because she's grounded. Because she sees what she has today and she doesn't try to make any more or any less of it. She just manifests greatness from it, which means she brings things into fruition in the present. And then tomorrow she'll bring things into fruition in the present again. People ask me how, because my best friend actually calls me a master manifester. People say, well, how do you do that? How are you able to manifest? Because I acknowledge and I accept what my circumstances are and where I am. Doesn't matter what the environment is. It doesn't matter where I came from. It doesn't matter where I'm going. What matters is what is happening today in my life and how can I work towards greatness into the future. But I don't ask for things for the future. I don't ask for things from the future. I don't say, I am only going to be happy if this certain thing occurs exactly like this. I say, I'm going to manifest this and I'm going to work really, really hard towards it. And then I'm going to use divine timing. And divine timing, a lot of people will roll their eyes and be like, well, divine timing means it's never going to happen. That's not true. Divine timing means that it happens in divine time, not your time. Your time is ego. Your time is I want now so I can be happy now. Why are you not already happy? Because you can't accept where you are. Even if you're in a bad place, even if you're in a negative space right now, I guarantee you, if you open your eyes and look around, you could find 3 things to be grateful for. Roof over your head, and if you don't have a roof over your head, then somebody else's roof over your head. The sun is shining outside, or the rain is falling outside, or you're blessed enough to see snow, or you're blessed enough to feel the wind. And if you're actually looking through eyes that you can see, be grateful for that too. And I know that sounds really, really cheesy, but to get grounded, you have to be present. You have to be right here, right now. So let's see, this great Queen of Pentacles is manifesting things over there. Let's see what the world is, because I feel like this cycle, some of you feel like it's never ending. Some of you don't even want to see it. Yeah, see the moon? See the moon on there? The reason why some of you don't want to see this cycle end, or the reason why some of you don't want to see this lesson or be honest about the lesson, is because you're not being honest with yourself, right? That moon is very, very telling. And when we have the full moon in Sagittarius, this is going to be a really great time of manifestation, because that Sagittarius moon and having Jupiter in Sagittarius at the same time is going to be really, really huge. So I want everybody to take advantage of that. However, and that'll be June 17th, I believe, is the full moon in Sagittarius. However, if you can't be honest about the cycle that you're closing right now, it's going to be very hard to manifest things in the future. And if you keep looking at other people in their lives and they're like, well, she knows what she's doing. She knows what her soul purpose is. He knows what his soul purpose is. Look, their life is really, really great. That's doing the I'll be happy when syndrome. I'll be happy when I look like that. I'll be happy when I know my soul purpose. I'll be happy when I have this relationship. I'll be happy. No. You have to be honest with yourself on where you are blocking yourself. And if you have, like, you know, trying the keeping up with the Joneses, or the FOMO, the fear of missing out, FOMO, right? FOMO, fear of missing out, or wanting to keep up with the Joneses, or wanting to keep up with whoever's, right? That is keeping you stuck. And so you have to get honest with yourself. You have to totally get honest with yourself. And come from a place of humility and say, maybe it's not time for me to have this relationship. Maybe it's not time for me to have that job. Maybe it's not time for me to yada, 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 right? So you start with humility to gain some balance. That's what the Page of Pentacles does. The Page of Pentacles is a very humble person, and he gains balance by being humble, not by compromising himself. The Page of Pentacles is a humble person because he says, I don't have much, but I'm grateful for it. And I know that I can start from here. I know that I can start from somewhere because I'm grateful for what I already have. And as that gratefulness grows and that humbleness grows, that's when the Ace of Wands is here. Now, if you're looking at me and you're saying, but Betsy, I've been waiting for a really long time. So, nobody said that divine timing comes in your timing, in your time. And while you're waiting, do something else. While you're not in a distractive kind of way, in a growth kind of way. If you're waiting for that relationship to come in and you're like, but I've been waiting, Betsy, I've been waiting for years for that person to show up into my life. I've been working on myself. Well, that's really, really great for you to spout how wonderfully you've been working on yourself. But if you actually have to say it out loud and you say, but Betsy, I've been working on myself, where's my person? You still have a lot of work to do. Because patience is a lesson also. If you say, Betsy, I've been waiting to get a job for a year or over a year or 2 years. Are you looking in the right places? Have you humbled yourself enough to know that maybe where you're looking and the doors that you keep trying to open that are locked and closed and never to be opened, that maybe you're supposed to open up another door. Maybe you're supposed to go in another direction. It's possible. Anything is possible. Everything is figure-outable. Thank you very much. You don't have to stay stuck in the same cycle over and over and over again just because you don't know what the future is. And being afraid to move forward because you don't know what the future is, fear is an illusion. See? Oh my God. Fear is an illusion. You can keep moving forward even in the chaos, even in the unknown, even in the dark. The Chariot and the Seven of Cups says so. Crazy how that works, how I'm talking about one thing and the cards come out and say, yeah, Betsy, that's the path. That's where you're supposed to be going. Tell everybody that. The Chariot and the Seven of Cups. The universe is literally saying, do you trust me? I'm handing you a gift right now. Do you trust me through the dark? Do you trust me to take you through the dark? Do you trust me to take you through the confusion? Do you trust me to take you through all of the opportunities where you're just kind of looking at it and you're like, I don't even know which direction to go in. There's so much happening in front of me right now. Pick one and then trust and have faith. And there is no such thing as right or wrong. Right or wrong is an illusion. It's all about learning the lesson along the way. And there is no destination. I don't know how many times I have to say it. There is no destination. It's a journey. Even when our soul moves on, even when we pass away, even when there's death, our soul is just transitioning into another form. So allow yourself to be present with today. Make plans for the future. You can always make plans for the future. When I say be present today, always work hard towards future goals. But you're manifesting into the future means that you're leaving space for the universe to work. You're not saying, I'll be happy when. You're saying, I have a goal, and that's what I'm going to work towards. But if that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, I hope the universe puts me in the right direction, sets me on the right track. Some of you are on the right track, and because you think you're supposed to be on another track, you're fighting the track that you're on right now. Because your ego is saying, no, I'm supposed to be doing this because this is what's pretty. This is gold plated over here. This just looks silver plated. Except for over here, all you have to do is polish it a little bit and you find out it's platinum. Through and through. But because the gold plated looks shinier right now, that's the one that you pick. But if you keep on trying to shine that gold and shine that gold and shine that gold, and you find out that it's like nickel underneath, really wasn't any of value anyways. And you could have been on this path the whole time, shining up this platinum, right? And there is no such thing as wasting time either. There is no such thing as, this is about learning a lesson. If you're learning the lesson to not look at the shiny object and go for it, it's like the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where he has to go in at the very end of the movie and pick up the Holy Grail that Jesus drank out of, right? And everybody that's gone in there to pick up the Holy Grail that Jesus drank out of went for the shiny object, the shiniest gold drink there was, and they drank out of it, and then they would die. And Indiana Jones thought, he's a humble man. He's a carpenter. Carpenters drink out of silver that's muddied up, that's been held by really grungy hands for a long time. And that was the one, right? It's never the path that's the shiniest that you're supposed to go on. And that's a really big lesson that we're learning right now. That's the really big shift that we're learning right now. All right, my friends, really take care of yourself. I know I say that every single time, but I have been inundated with people who are feeling very, very, like I want to cry just thinking about it right now. It's really hard on everybody's soul right now. And if you're confused about the path where you're going, it's going to be even harder. And all I can say is just trust. I've been there. I've been the person that wished I could just get out of the darkest parts, and more than once. I have healed more people in my brokenness than I can count. But you never would have guessed it. So I love you all. Have a great weekend. If I'm not able to get on here and do a daily during the weekend, make sure you're taking advantage of all of the specials that I have, the reading specials right now. And I will have some big announcements next week coming out on my emails. So make sure you're also signed up for my email list. Go to my website, fearlessintuition.net, to sign up for the email list. Several big announcements are coming out next week. Yay. I love you all. Take care. Bye.